What's going on, family? This is not financial advice. Man, do your own research, man. When it comes to the stocks you choose, man, we're giving out free game for you, man. We got some stocks you want to watch in the after hours and their earnings plays, and we're gonna go straight to the charts after.
Shares off now, right around 8%, around $106 a share. The results were actually relatively strong. Top line number coming in line with expectations at $2.1 billion. It was the strongest quarter, a record-breaking quarter for the company in terms of bookings, just over $103 million. Most profitable quarter ever here for the company. Free cash flow of $795 million. Maybe some of that good news was already baked into the stock. We're seeing that reaction this afternoon. All right, let's take a look at Robinhood shares. Off just about 1%. Now, earnings were out $318 million for the quarter, missing the street's estimates. Monthly active users also coming in a bit light at 14 million. The big news out, though, is the fact that Robinhood will be reducing its headcount by 23%. CEO Vlad Tenev blaming, quote, a deterioration of the macro environment, saying that the employees that are laid off are going to find out via Slack and email for resources and support of this news. But again, the stock off just about 2% here after hours. 23% of its headcount is being reduced. Let's take a look at PayPal here. Shares popping after hours, up just about 12%, authorizing a $15 billion share buyback. Also, the fact that Elliott has invested $2 billion in the company. They see full year active customer accounts added to about 10 million. That was in line with expectations. Total payment volume during the quarter, $339.79 billion. The estimate was for $344 billion, so a slight beat there, but I think a lot of the focus is on that share buyback and also the fact that Elliott has invested $2 billion in the company. Let's take a look at Match Group. Now, shares are falling here, off just about 23%. The headline numbers aren't that troubling. Revenue up 12% from a year ago, $795 million. Taking a look at some of these other numbers here, Tinder revenue, they're up 13% year over year, yet we're seeing the disappointment here in shares at the stock off at just about 24%. Also want to draw our attention to MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor is stepping down from his role as CEO, will shift to an executive chairman role. And now, Feng Li, who previously served as the company's president, CFO, and COO, is going to become the new CEO. Saylor, who was behind MicroStrategy's amassing of billions in Bitcoin, will still serve as chairman of the board in addition to his new role.
Man, that was nice, man. I like to see PayPal. PayPal is one of my bangers. I am going to go to the charts, and we're going to get straight to the S&P, and we're going to see exactly what they did today, man. So this is the S&P. That's what we got. And as you can see, we're going to go straight to the charts, man. I do like PayPal. I think it's a banger. Long term, of course. That's a buying opportunity for me. I do like the overall idea of PayPal coming back with a vengeance. I think it's extremely oversold at this point, and I do think it will do good. So the market came down negative 0.67% on the day, and as you can see, they triple topped up here in this zone. They triple topped up here in this area. And let me get rid of this. All right. Okay, so as you can see, they triple topped up here in this area. This will be a 50% retracement of this leg down. So they stopped at this zone, and they actually made a lower high up here. So they pushed beneath the moving average. I would think they would be coming back to around 4,000 to test that area. 3,900, close to 3,900 gap. But first they would be probably pausing at around 4,000 area. Looks like it's some previous resistance. Should turn to support up there. But if not, we got a gap down here at 3,900 area, and that would be the first target if 4,000 doesn't hold. So we're going to see if this triple top will be the first start of this sell-off. They still got to retest these lows. Sell-off is not done, as you know. I've been saying this for a while now. So this area of resistance up here where they keep stopping at, they couldn't even get up to test these highs. They did make support up here, but as you can see, they went sideways, and this is strong area of resistance even back until May. It's a strong area of support, turn resistance, so we should see some pullback in this market. So I do got a trade that I want you guys to see. I'm gonna be showing you this. This was a trade that I saw today. This is definitely this was after the market opened. They came back and tested the lows of last week. So that wick down there all the way at the bottom, that was the lows. They pushed all the way above these moving averages, and they got two confirmations of higher lows. So they got a higher low testing the area of 4090, and then we have another higher low above that. So once I seen this bullish uptrend forming, this was a clear sign that we could be testing yesterday's highs. So this was my target up here. So we're gonna zoom in, and as you can see, they came back after that bullish uptrend and they made a double bottom and another higher low. This was my entry. I did get in a little late up here around 12:10. This was my entry right here. So this is my entry, and I wrote them up to the highs. I didn't quite make it the entire move. I got out right before where that red line is, around 37 area, a little beneath that. So that was my entry. I seen prices was holding. I'm gonna go to a better chart and can see exactly what I saw. So as you can see here, this would be my entry right here. So this candle, $12.10. That's my entry. So we got a new high, double bottom. So we gotta restart the count. We got a first entry short, second entry short, long. That's where I got in at. So this was my entry up to this area. I got out right before they made a new high. And I was pretty much done for the day. That was all I took. They did have a beautiful trade down here on this retracement candle. But they did kind of just chop around. They made two legs up to the upside. And this was a good possible entry for me, at least. They made two legs up, and then they had a big rejection bar at this moving average. You could have rolled them back down to the lows. It took them a long time. They chopped around for a long time before they made it back to the lows. So you would have been sitting there for a while. But other than that, the uptrend was confirmed and the downtrend was confirmed. So it's kind of pretty simple. They went both ways. The range is still in play. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come down and test these lows again tomorrow. But how the bigger time frames are looking, they're looking pretty bad, I would say, on these bigger time frames. So you see this big old candle here, higher volume than the last candle, and they could be coming down to 4,000 area. That's what it looks like to me. Some type of pullback. We are overbought right now, so that's what I'm looking at. So man, like and subscribe to the channel, man. We trying to promote this content, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Out.